Hello and welcome to this workshop wander stroke railway update from the Brecon Mountain Railway. Thanks very much to all those who commented on the first video I did like this, and there seems to be a real interest in passion for updates more regularly from the Brecon Mountain Railway, so thanks very much for all your comments, and here we are, another quick update. So today I'm sat in loco number 1, which is still not quite on the road yet, but is progressing nicely. As I mentioned last time, the boiler tubes had failed after only 6 years, which was disappointing, but we are very close now to getting it back on the road. There is a little bit of welding to do, which is very tight in the smoke box, so I'm glad that I'm not doing it, but I'm sure that it will progress very quickly now, and we should see it back on services perhaps by the end of this main season. Who knows, we'll see. Thankfully, loco number 2 has been performing without fault and has been an absolute saviour, and just is a lovely loco. Everybody really enjoys seeing it. It is fantastically restored and has a real character and has performed fantastically. Last time I gave a quick update on the Forney, which is the new build loco that's been done here in the workshops. That really is a very long-term project. It's not going to progress visually very quickly in any way, shape or form. In fact, I don't think it's been touched in the last month. But I did mention that the boiler was ready and up at Pont Stick, so here it is, just to prove it's done and ready to go when the time comes. Don't have any sort of plans on when that would be. It's not a priority, but nice to see it progressing a little bit. The diesels have been all out and stretched their legs recently, because we're going to do some crew training to make sure people are competent on them if the steam train should fail and we need to get them out. So the Bagley Drury is used quite regularly, but the TU7 is not, and needed quite a significant investment in new batteries to make it run. But it has been up and down the line, and I'm delighted to say we've got a crew training day on the 25th of October, and that's going to be open to the public as a diesel day per se. So the TU7 will do 2 round trips and the Bagley will do 1 round trip. Those tickets will be available on the website hopefully now by the time this comes out. So if you want to come along and have a little bit of a different day at the Brecon Mountain Railway, then please do. The tickets will be £15. You can ride all day if you want, as long as there's seating available, and come and have a bit of a different day. Be worth mentioning locos that are connected with the Brecon Mountain Railway but perhaps not here, and all these 3 locos are currently at the Vale of Rydal in their fantastic new museum, which is an amazing world-class facility, and if you've not been, it's well worth a trip up there. You don't have to go on the railway, you can just pay to go in the museum, but you might as well go and have a railway trip at the same time. The 3 locos there, the one is the Young, as we call it, which was the mainstay of the railway's traction for many, many years until we extended to Torpantine. The gradient was too steep for it, but the Young is from a German locomotive, an 062, and is beautifully displayed in the railway, and is actually owned by the Vale of Rydal now, but still within the family, as we call it. The other 2 locos are still owned by the BMR, both up there. That's Pendufferin and Redstone, both of them vertical boilers locos. Pendufferin is a De Winton and worked in the Penil Orsedd slate quarry, and Redstone was a little bit of a fun thing, I think. It was built by a quarry owner for kind of his garden railway, and you may see them operating one day either up there or down here, but they're still ours, but they're out on arguably a better place to be, because they can be seen and appreciated up there. So go and have a look. It's worth, whilst we're talking about the Vale of Rydal, obviously the Vale of Rydal are intending to purchase the Brecon Mountain Railway. That's been public for quite a while. The process has taken far longer than anybody really thought. The legal side of operating a railway is controlled by a Transport and Works Act order, which has to be granted by Welsh Government. So we've been working with them to take over the TWAO from BMR. That process is nearing conclusion and will be out for a public consultation in the next month, but that bit is progressing well. So we're confident it's going in the right direction, but we think it will be 2025 at the earliest if that does actually come through. So fingers crossed on all that. A couple of experiences we're now offering on the railway. You can come and have a footplate ride on one of these magnificent Baldwins from here at Pant up to Torpantai, which is quite a trip. The railway is in two halves very much. Go to Dolegaya, it's very flat alongside the reservoir with lovely views, and then it takes a very steep upward trajectory towards Torpantai for the engines work very hard, and the fireman's working hard whilst you're stood here. I think everybody that's done it so far has been absolutely blown away by it. It's been quite something. So £85, you can book it any day, it's all online, and we do bring you back for that as well, but you get to ride in the cupola with Steve the Grad on the way back. And talking about the cupola, that's the raised bit on the caboose, which is the American Guards van, and we're going to be offering experiences in the cupola. Now there's only 2 seats, and they're very tight and very hard, but everybody that's tried it has loved it because you get a fantastic view through the small windows all around of either the scenery or the loco, and it just gives you a unique aspect. I don't think there's anything else in the UK that's like it. So those will be offering online, should be very soon, if not already. So I think that rounds up sort of the workshop side and the railway side. Just to say, our season now runs until the 3rd of November. We run 5 days a week, Saturdays, Sundays and Tuesdays to Thursdays. A lot of October is 2 train days, so just an 11 o'clock and a 1 o'clock departure. There is the occasional 3 o'clock departure when we've got pre-booked, but it gets dark and the last train is never that popular. So please do come and have a trip. And then the Santa specials start on the 23rd of November and run through to Christmas. Next year's schedule will be released very soon as well, but pretty much it's Easter to end of October as usual. We might be altering some timings and some extra days, but that will all become clear on the website soon. So thanks for listening in. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll speak to you very soon. Thank you.